The variety we see in all the living things that belong to a particular area is called the biodiversity of that place. The environment, the surroundings and the conditions in those surroundings which affect the life of the organisms there are together known as their environment. Environment includes many components such as sunlight, air, water, soil, plants and animals, etc. Living and non-living things are dependent on each other. There is a lot of give and take or interaction between them. The food chain. We see the sun, some plants, a worm, a grasshopper and a sparrow. They are all connected. Each of the components, plants, worm, grasshopper, bird, is food for the next one. A worm eats grass and leaves. A grasshopper eats worms. Birds eat grasshoppers. Such a chain is called a food chain. The food web, one living thing that can be a part of a number of food chains that gives rise to a food web in nature. Example, a food web formed by the interlinking of several food chains. The most important food in food chains, plants. Every living thing gets its food from the environment. Many animals in the environment eat only plants. Plants make their own food in the presence of sunlight using water and the carbon dioxide from the air. Means plants are the main support of every food chain. Environmental balance. There are many food chains in our environment. Every living thing gets the food and continues to live. Microorganisms living in the soil help the process of decomposition of plant residue, dead animals, excreta, etc. Substances that help the growth of plants are formed and get added to the soil. Plants use them for their growth. Thus, plants use substances in the soil for their growth, and when plants and animals die, the decomposition of their remains adds these substances to the soil once again. This is an important cycle in the environment. Living things get a continuous supply of water because of the water cycle. Living things use oxygen from the air for breathing and give out carbon dioxide gas. Plants use the carbon dioxide from the air for making their food. Oxygen is given out in this process and gets added to the air again. This is a cycle in nature. There is interaction amongst living things and between living and non-living things in nature. This helps to maintain the food chains in the environment. When the various cycles in the environment go on uninterrupted, environmental balance gets maintained.